This is my little doggy. And this is the janky gate we use to keep her from coming upstairs. Let's build something a little bit more permanent, something that I won't trip over. Welcome to the Deliberate Manor channel. I'm Jeff, and as you saw, I need to build some sort of gate that I don't trip over constantly for the bottom of my staircase. That way my precious little dog won't be able to go up and sleep in my bed, and I won't trip over the thing every morning when I come down the stairs. So let's get going. So I think what I'll do for the gate is build a shelving unit that can sit at the bottom of the stairs and hold up the gate. That way I take care of two problems. Get rid of the janky gate that I trip over, and all the shoes that are in boot trays on the floor in my front hall can be put on shelves. Because I plan on staining the top of this, why hide this beautiful wood? This is actually going to be the hardest, quote-unquote, part of the whole project here. Will be the top. Hardest, just, there's clamping, there's waiting to dry, planing, sanding, and then staining and polying. The rest of the shelving unit's just going to be painted, so I'm going to get the top going first. All right, I have both pieces for the top rough cut. And now I need to plane them smooth. This one, it looks like I've already worked a little bit. Definitely has planer marks on it. This one's a little bit thicker. We'll get them both to the same thickness, and they should be ready. We need to smoothen out and make perfect the edges of the boards using the oldest tool in the shop here, Mr. Reliant Joiner. All right, we're smooth on two edges. Let's glue them together. So I've put both pieces together, and now I'm just making a mark on each board. And I'll use a biscuit joiner to make slots in each board that I can slide biscuits in that will help join the two together with glue. And if I can find biscuits, I'll show you what that accomplishes here. Oh, here we go. So basically what this is, you put a biscuit in there, it'll slide into the other board, put gobs of glue, and it just makes for a nice strong fit between the two boards. Really ties the whole thing together. Glue. Go into the chip brush collection here, get an inch. Oh yeah, it's good stuff right here. So got a couple comments on the video from last week, and they came from, believe it or not, this manor here used to live in Houston, Texas back in 98, 99, and 2000. I have quite a few friends down there. One day I'll get back down there to visit everyone. But the comment was made, geez, your accent has thickened quite a bit. And one gentleman even made the comment, I think he was putting it on. As in, I was deliberately doing it. But no, this is just what happens to a native when said native is in their native habitat. And it's been 23 years, gentlemen. I mean, come on. But like I said in the comments too, I've got a whole bunch of different accents I can put on. For example, at Cumberland Farms if the men's room smells like low tide and Jeffina really needs to pee. Well, I take advantage of the modern times and ask for the key to the women's room. You know, and that works out pretty good. Doesn't usually stink in there. Can do a British accent pretty well. Dear sir, regarding your recent foray into the rap business and the scenes you portray in polite company, I can put on a pretty darn good mid-Atlantic news accent. Puppies are furry, cuddly, and delicious. Chef Ben Maxwell's joins us in the new central kitchen immediately after Cosby at 5:30. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Everything went together as planned. So we shall clamp them in place here. There's our top in all its glory. Look at that, will ya? All right. So now we can move on to building the base of this unit. Well, I've moved my miter saw into the floor so I can have a nice outflow for my table saw. I've cut one shelf. Now I've got a bunch of different leftover parts that I'm trying to use up basically for a project for me. So, you know, I gotta design as I go here and just figure out, okay, what do I need to do shelves? So this big piece here will be the shelves. So one, I'm gonna cut another one here for shelves, and I gotta figure out the sides. You know, we'll just find what we need as we go. In the meantime, I'm gonna cut this piece, and that'll be our second shelf. Well, it's decision time. I gotta decide how tall I want this thing, so let's take a look here. This is a piece for the gate. And again, the gate's going to be attached to the sides of the shelving unit. I say again, I don't even know if I decided that yet, but that's how we're doing it. All right, I have the two sides of the shelving unit all done up. I have these 4 little shelf brackets that I've fashioned. I've drawn lines where the bottoms of each shelf will go, and I'm gonna glue and tack those bad boys right on there. Okay, so let's put this together, at least partially here. First off, I gotta put some glue here just on the tops of the supports. Put a little glue over on this one, like so. Oh yeah, gluey goodness right there. We'll take and plop this on there. Sink some brads in here and it'll be all together. The bottom. That's the bottom shelf. Middle shelf. Let's do it. Okay. There's the shell of the shoe shelf. It needs quite a bit of dressing up, obviously, but we'll get it there. Just to help make everything a little bit more firm, we'll glue just the sides. The shelves I'll put extra support under, so we don't need to worry about that part right at the moment. Here's the top. We'll just stick a couple brads in there. We'll be good to go. Now we face it. Well, it's about quitting time. Here we can see I've got the entire box of the shelving unit put together. Got the little cleats there for the top to adhere to, or to be fastened to anyway. Added supports for the backs of the shelves. So those are all good and sturdy. I have the top drying. So I will be back in the morning and we'll get right back to it. Good morning. I went ahead and pushed the tractor outside because working in here with the tractor in here was difficult. I have the scars to prove it on my legs. Let's check out our top. Should be all dry now. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll take the clamps off and see if it's stuck together. Okay. Okay, successfully glued. We've got a long way to go, but that is the general idea, just so we're all on the same page. So now I need to make a face frame for this bad boy here. So I'm going to cut all those pieces up, slap them together, and put it right on here for you so you can see what that's going to look like, and then we'll get to working on the gate. Well, after a couple hours and a lunch break, I was able to put a face on this cabinet unit and got the top all squared off and pre-sanded. I've had to fill the crack just a hair. It wasn't dead on perfect, but we're going to stain that, paint the bottom. So this will be the unit directly at the bottom of the stairs, facing the stairs, and then the gate is going to hang from this corner and go out this way to keep El Doggo from going up the stairs. So now that that is complete, short of many hours of paint and stain, let's get to building the gate. And I have this little stack of parts here, ready to rock and roll. And now all I have to do is figure out how I'm going to build it. I have some ideas, but we're just going to wing it and see how it goes. Well, yesterday was a whirlwind day. Got a ton done on the project. Didn't film a whole hell of a lot of it, but we're to the point of paint, so I got to clean up this dusty mess. So I finished all the pieces and parts yesterday. Didn't film a whole heck of a lot of it. So this is what I came up with. Here's the shelving unit. It sits at the bottom of the stairs. There's the gate that I made to hang off right here on the side, so the gate will come out perpendicular to the shelving unit. This is the top for the unit. That's mahogany. And then that's the top for the gate. So the gate here will be finished with this board here at the top. Good morning. Just getting all the gunk off of one of my rollers here. The whole thing's built. I've just got to prime it. Got to poly it. Then I have to paint it. Oh. Holy mother of God, it's cold out here. It's 30. All right, we're on the home stretch. Our gate is painted, and so too is our shelving unit. So now I just need to finish off the gate by taking its decorative top piece and affixing it to said gate, like so. That'll complete that, and then we can install this bad boy. But before I get to the installation phase, a couple things need to happen. Besides getting the top on that gate, I just gave it a quick glazing of a third coat. I'm going to put the top decorative piece on, and then I'm going to do the hinges. What I have for hinges, they're spring-loaded hinges. And I'll just keep the gate closed so Mabel the dog can't get up the stairs, which of course is the end goal of this whole project. It went from just a simple gate to what we've got here. But I'm going to get these hinges on now and let this dry a little bit, and then we can finally install this thing. Just going to go arbitrary height up. I'll just mark it 3 inches on each end here. Plop a hinge on, like so. Take an awl, poke little holes in there, and then I'll hand drive these screws in so that we don't strip them out. All right, we'll rinse and repeat for the top bracket, or hinge rather. It may need a screw. I might decide later to screw it on, but right now I'm just going to glue this top piece on, clamp it down. Tougher than nails, they say. And we'll clamp it. We're good to go. We just wait for everything to dry. We'll install it. And there she is installed. Got the gate on the spring-loaded hinges. The tops looking gorgeous on top of the shoe shelf. Still have clamps drying the glue, but you know, that's not a big deal. And we get a good look at it here at the bottom of the stairs. Plenty of room to get down to the floor level, open the gate and proceed without having to step over that janky gate whose time had come to be retired. Oh yeah. So much better. Boom. Another project in the books. Came out great. It's a big improvement. I'm not going to trip over that damn janky gate anymore. So I'm looking forward to that. And now I just have to figure out what my next project's going to be. But in the meantime, I'm going to clean up this mess from the last couple days. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one.